Beef family, thank you guys for joining the video for today. So here we have Leo Brainard now at the White House. FedWire primary importance is phased-in approach. Key features include fraud tools that set parameters that limits transaction activity. Now, everything is lining up exactly as it should be, guys. And we have a very nice thing to show you as well regarding the very famous "So It Begins" picture. So let's take a look, guys, first at this video, because you can just see, guys, that they're upgrading this financial system, and it's happening at the moment. And we can see that these coming 2 weeks are going to be very, very important, because on a forward-going basis, we will see differences in how we use maybe banking systems and how we, you will see some kind of difference. Already now, you cannot go to the bank and take money. Banks are failing, all that kind of stuff. It all impacts how you use your banking system, right? So it may be a bit crazy these coming 2 weeks. Let's take a look here, guys.
We've been hitting our program milestones, and today I'm pleased to announce the Federal Reserve Board has approved the core features and functionality based on extensive input from stakeholders. The FedNow design we're announcing today benefited tremendously from industry feedback, including almost 200 comment letters. In addition to the core interbank clearing and settlement functionality that will enable consumers and businesses to send and receive payments through participating banks, FedNow will include features that enhance its usability. We heard loud and clear from stakeholders the primary importance of getting this service to market as quickly as possible. And to meet this goal, we're announcing a phased approach that will enable the FedNow service to get to market expeditiously with a core set of features, and then to expand available features over time in response to changes in technology and market needs. Let me just touch on a few of the key features of the initial service offering. First, we heard strong support for fraud tools to support banks' efforts to mitigate the risk of fraud with instant payments. Accordingly, on implementation, banks will be able to set their parameters that limit transaction activity in FedNow based on their knowledge of their own customers. And as we gain insights from banks' experience with that initial set of fraud tools, we'll explore other ways.
This shows to me, guys, like they're using the Ripple technology, because that's where you can set parameters to actually limit transaction activity. That's where you can set your own rules to consumers, or how they use and interact with your system, with your CBDC, or with your transaction system. So that's what she's explaining here, that you can set your own parameters. You can dictate how it will be used, right? To actually, of course, to annihilate fraud and to, to have everything in a safe way. So again, you can see that, and the FedWire system, guys, is the most important right now, because you can see in America that the banks are failing. And the FedWire system, coincidentally, guys, is going live on 20 March, 21 March, around that date. What is, like, that just cannot be coincidence, right? Think about that. Now, again, here we see Mr. Poole tweeting 33. He was always tweeting 33. What is 33? There is a nice clue in here, guys, of what's 33. So here on this sheet, you can see that 33 is Silicon Valley Bank, the first bank that failed, right? Here we can see that on SVB logo, you can see 3003, maybe the number of their location. Here we can see Circle discloses 3.3 billion tied up at Silicon Valley Bank. All 33, guys. Probably coincidence again, right? So that's the thing. People think everything is just coincidence, and it's not true what these things are happening. But this cannot be coincidence, guys. Everything is unfolding, as we said. Huge boom, migration weekend, this weekend coming for ISO 222. What is the chance of this, all of this falling together? As we have spoken about, right? I told you that March is going to be crazy. Something needs to happen. I told you this before in my videos. Go back. My March videos are full of saying to you guys that we need some kind of black swan event. Now, we are seeing banks failing every minute, every hour, every couple of hours. We see another bank failing, guys. There are a couple ones now, and it's getting crazy. During the weekend of 18-19 March, CBPR messages will be activated on FinPlus Live for all participants. So here you can see another thing. This is Swift, by the way. They are all working together, guys. They're all in this together. You have to understand, they're not going to let the financial system depend on different entities. It would be a whole mess, which in the beginning it was, right? But now they put everything together, guys, and they want to have complete control of this financial system. The new T2 platform will be implemented with a big bang approach, meaning that there will be one migration weekend for all financial institutions participating on the platform. An extensive test approach must assure a smooth migration. In the weekend of 2021 November, as of March 2023, the new T2 platform will be fully operational. Again, they're telling you in their papers, guys, it's everywhere. It's not coincidence anymore. And here we can see, as what I told you, at March 20th, this is Swift, but also Fedwire has the same date that it will go live with ISO 20022. All of this happening together, guys. And there were a lot of people telling us that ISO 20022 has nothing to do with this. Listen, guys, it has everything to do with it, okay? It's a new messaging system. Now, of course, it's just half of the picture because liquidity is what's missing, and that's on the side of Ripple. The moment liquidity steps in, we have the complete picture. That has yet to happen. But with everything that is happening now, all the banks failing, I think they're going to use that liquidity. They need it, right? There is no other time. Let's take a look, guys, because here we can see the President of America talking.
We go now live to President Joe Biden, who is making comments on this whole situation.
The government regulator in charge, the FDIC, took control of Silicon Valley Bank's assets. And over the weekend, it took control of Signature Bank's assets. Treasury Secretary Yellen and a team of banking regulators have taken action, immediate action. And here are the highlights. First, all customers who had deposits in these banks can rest assured, rest assured they'll be protected and they'll have access to their money as of today. That includes small businesses across the country that bank there and need to make payroll, pay their bills, and stay open for business. No losses will be, and this is an important point, no losses will be borne by the taxpayers. Let me repeat that. No losses will be borne by the taxpayers. Instead, the money will come from the fees that banks pay into the deposit insurance fund. Because of the actions that our regulators have already taken, every American should feel confident that their deposits will be there if and when they need them. Second, the management of these banks will be fired. If the bank is taken over by FDIC, the people running the bank should not work there anymore. Third, investors in the banks will not be protected. They knowingly took a risk, and when the risk didn't pay off, investors lose their money. That's how capitalism works. And fourth, there are important questions of how these banks got into the circumstance in the first place. We must get the full accounting of what happened and why those responsible can be held accountable. In my administration, no.
Now look, guys, see, this is what they do. They just tell you to rest assured that everything will be fine, because that's what they have been doing all of our lives. They're telling you to be calm and that everything is going to be solved and everything is taken care of, that they will find who did this. Guys, they are the ones who are doing this. You see, this is all a distraction, but people still really watch these TVs and they still believe what these people are saying. You have to understand that things that happen behind the scenes, guys, and we have been talking about that, right? They have been printing money into oblivion. They have been stacking up gold and silver because that's what's actually the most important thing right now. And they are going to upgrade this whole financial system. They want to get away from this fiat system because it's useless. It's nothing worth. If you print so much money, if you keep printing money, the value of that bill will be nothing. And that's the point where we are right now. But many people do not understand that. They don't understand how this works. So they are ready to abandon the system, but they cannot tell you. They will not go on TV and tell you we have printed money into oblivion and now we have a problem. They're not going to put the blame on themselves. So they have to blame something else, and they have to tell you to rest assured everything is being taken care of, right? Today, ODL is available in nearly 40 payout markets. Last year, approximately 60% of payments over RippleNet were sent through ODL. In other words, over half of payments are now using XRP for cross-border payments. Ripple has processed 30 billion worth of volume. This is all nothing, guys. Ripple has just been tested up until this point, and it works very well, and now it's going to be implemented, and you will see people will be shocked of what will happen. Look at this: Silvergate Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank. What are the odds of all banks are SIB? So it begins. This guy told us back in 2019, right? Maybe that's the meaning of so it begins, right? What's the coincidence in that? Look at that. They're all SIB, which is crazy to me, guys. So stay ready, guys. We're almost there, and you can see in front of your eyes that it's all happening right now. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you in the next one. Cheers.